Good afternoon and welcome to Storent Holdings Investor webinar. We will begin with a presentation from the company, followed by a live Q&A session. Throughout the call, we will be looking forward to receiving your questions. Please submit them in writing through the Q&A window below the presentation. For your convenience, the webinar is being recorded and replay will be available shortly after the session. Now let me introduce today's hosts, Andris Pavlos, co-owner, CEO, and chair of the board of Storent Holding, and Baiba Onkel, member of the board and CFO of Storent Holding. The floor is yours.
Good afternoon and welcome to Storent webinar about our half-year results for this year. Today we will cover topics related to financial performance of business operations, including innovations in the IT technologies, and also we will explain about bondholder voting, which we announced last Friday.
I would like to say also hello everybody who is joining to our webinar. Thank you very much.
So I will run the presentation and Andrus will jump in and the topics where he is more related to and will explain about the newest things and improvements in our company. So as a reminder, we are a rental company operating in 5 countries, 3 Baltic countries and Finland and Sweden. And our mission is to redefine rental industry through innovations and expertise. So we aim to implement as much efficiency through technologies, including IT technologies, and of course through the equipment to increase efficiency in our company and of course in our customers' efficiency as well. So we build our business on 4 values: be in charge, seek knowledge, keep moving, and enjoy the ride. So last half year, we managed to increase our sales quite well. It was 11% increase compared to the same period last year, and we reached 22 million total revenue. The main reason for revenue increase was, of course, our investments, which we made in our equipment. With the increase of sale, we also managed to increase the EBITDA, and it's more significantly by 30%, and it reached 5.8 million. Our EBT was negative in first half year. First of all, we have seasonal business, and secondly, of course, our expenses for depreciation and interest expenses were increased due to investments in our fleet. So EBT bridge, I will explain a little bit more detail. So our revenue increased by 2 million. And what's most important, the revenue from our own equipment, which gives a much better effect on the bottom line. Also, other operating income increased by 0.14 million. We reduced our material and service costs. The main item there is the split rent cost because we replaced split rent equipment with our own equipment. So we are paying less to third parties for re-renting equipment. We had increase in personnel costs since we are still implementing our high performance culture. This means that actually we are the best performers in our company receive the best salaries in our industry. So these are big changes what we implemented, and that affects on the cost side, but also on our efficiency. Operating expenses rise a little bit, mainly due to the opening new rental depots. And of course, the biggest increase were in depreciation since we did a large amount of investments. And of course, interest expenses because we raised that additional bonds and some of them some money are for potential M&A deal in USA. But that I will explain later. So our asset base also is growing since we are investing, and compared to the end of the last year, the cash item has significantly grown since we are keeping money for potential USA deal. Of course, also liabilities are growing, and in the next slide, here's more little detailed explanation. So if we look at the liabilities, so leasing liabilities has a little bit decreased. Bond borrowing has increased due to the bond issuing in the spring this year. But also rental asset base has grown since we are investing more to renew fleet and expand our operation. And as I told, also we have significant cash position in amount of 12.6 million. So if we look at those numbers, so the assets are 101 million, which relates to the rental fleet and cash base, and interest-bearing debt is 70 million. So growth on both sides. If we are talking about the financial covenant, so we met both covenants, net debt EBITDA ratio and equity ratio. So at the moment we have 3 bond programs and we have different covenants, so 2 different covenants. So this is also part of the reason why we want to initiate voting for bondholders to make even the financial covenants even for all programs. And coming back to investment, so as I mentioned, it was significant amounts. So in recent 3 years, the investment amounts are close to 50 millions. So the biggest amount we invested last year, 24 millions, and actually right now we are feeling the result of these investments. They are giving additional income to our sales. Also this year we continuing to invest. So 10 millions were invested during first 6 months, and by the year end it will be at least 15 million. So for us it's important to renew our fleet and also invest in new products and find a new niche in the market. For example, like generators, this product group has grown significantly, and we can serve much more wider range of the industry if we widen our product range. And what's very important, that 40% of our fleet is younger than 2 years. This means we are increasing our competitive advantage. Of course, our customers likes to work with the newer equipment. This means also more efficient work, and for us it's possibility also to give better price. This means better price for us. So for the newer equipment, we can charge higher price. So, and as I told, the result of the investments, our sales are growing. Our business is seasonal, so first quarter is the lowest one, and then the business starts to heat up starting April, May. The June is usually also the midsummer month, so then it's a little bit stable. But in July we reached a new milestone, 5 million sales in 1 month. So this is something which never happened in Storent history before. So very good trend. And in first 6 months, we increased 11% for the total revenue. And what's more important, in our own equipment rental incomes, it's 19%. So partly replaced split rent and also new markets and new customers. So if we look on the business by region, so in Baltic we are operating as a general rental company. So we have 27 rental depot, quite a wide range of rental depot. Latvia is the largest part of the Baltic market, but also Lithuania and Estonia is growing. But in Nordic, we are specialists, and we have 5 rental depots. And we have also one new map in our pipeline, and Anders will explain a little bit more, give update on the US operations.
Hello one more time. Only questions which we've got before our webinar, they were about our potential M&A deal in the United States. Of course, it's very our investors they are very interested what actually we are doing there. I would like to update the situations. We have finished due diligence at the end of June and beginning of July. We are actually working hard to close this deal, to bring additional necessary financing to close this deal. And today, I would like to say we are in final stage of negotiations of membership interest purchasing agreements and LLC operational agreements. It's like a shareholder agreement. I am looking on this very optimistic. Of course, until we will not put the signatures on the agreements, everything could happen. But if nothing extraordinary will happen, I believe we will be able to close the deal in 1-2 months. Actually, we are very, very close to the deal, but still working on the documents and necessary financing, because we have at this point of time as BayWa sold before 12 million. We need additionally approximately 10 million euro to close this deal. And we have already this money on the table. We have 2 options actually. We have all options in Latvia to get additional financing for acquisitions, and also we have financing on the table in US. And we will see what we will take. It depends on conditions and situations. But yes, I would like to repeat. I believe in 1-2 months we will be able to close this deal.
Mhm. Okay, so then I a little bit continue with the existing markets. So of course we monitor our own operation, but it's very important also to look what's happening in the market. So according to Forecon, the equipment rental market in the Baltics grow. So it was 6 and 4% during last quarters. But what's makes us very happy that actually we were overperforming the market growth. So our growth was 18 and 12%, and third quarter we are estimated also 18% growth. So that's very big success from our team. Of course, we were opening new rental depots, so Sigulda and Gulben in Latvia, and the second depot in Kaunas that helped. But of course, also the widening the industries. So we see that activity is increasing in general construction, also including residential construction. But of course, also Rail Baltica project is starting to happen more actively. They are starting to build the tracks. So also renewable energy, so solar parks and wind parks are building across all the Baltics. And of course, military sector, we know that's very much developing, and there also the state money is going toward that direction. And of course, also events. So we were part of also of the Brainstorm concert tour this year. So also nicer happenings and related to more positive emotions rather than construction, which is quite complicated industry.
But
In the
most important, Baiba, on this slide was that we had growth approximately 22% on our own fleet. It's very good number with this growth of the market because not all split rent one-to-one replaced by our own products. Actually, we are renting some new products also. We investing in new products and some split rent, of course, decreasing because of our investments, but also because of the right investments in the right product groups. And actually, this is very good results. I proud of our teams in the Baltic countries. Oh, especially Latvia, Lithuania, they are doing very great job. And actually, we see that all changes which we have made, our investments in our products, but first of all, our people, changing of motivation systems. We implemented star programs for our employees, that people who are doing great jobs, they are getting also very high salary. Actually, all the changes which we made in a couple of last years, we see right now the results. And actually, we are also looking very optimistically on the second part of this year.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I want to add that actually most of investments went to the Baltic countries because here we see so more potential, and that's why we invested here, and we were able also to invest in smaller tools, which was limited options for us in previous years. So this year we finally could invest also in the smaller tools. And if we are looking to the Nordic countries, so the ERA forecast shows that the market is growing, but actually our own performance is the declining line. But what's very important, we increase our revenue from own equipment. So here it's +8%. In rental revenue, -3%. But this means that we actually excluded from our operation the split rent deals, which maybe were not the most profitable. So we are more focusing on the sales quality rather than sales volume in those countries. So as Andres mentioned, of course, people and our team is the key to our growth, and without the team, we couldn't reach that kind of results. And of course, it's very important our management teams, and they are representing the value being charged because it's important to monitor our equipment, monitor our customer relationship, and monitor our team. Beside that, of course, we constantly improve our expertise by doing different kind of trainings and improving our managerial skills and also, of course, our expertise and equipment. Beside that, we of course like to be active outside of work, so our team members are participating in marathons and different other active sports. And of course, we love equipment and we like to use equipment. So that's the key why people come to work to Storent and are happy to do great job together. And yes, of course, in every company, the sales are the key to the top line, generating the top line. And here we pay very special attention to our sales team, how they do their job, how the process is organized. So they should go around the city and look what's happening. Beside that, we are monitoring the new projects approved and new licenses for construction issued. So we are building the project pipelines, regularly following them, and actually proactively reaching our customers before they actually have this need for equipment. So being present at the planning of works, that's the key for our success. And that's important for us also to do investment. If we know what our customers will build, then we know actually in what products to invest and we can get a much better outcome from investments, what we did. Of course, with the new investment comes also the new producers and newer models, newer functionalities, which we need to know at first, and then we can offer to our customers much better solutions for their work, what they can do. So still the Baltics are behind the Nordic countries, so they still use much advanced machines, but slowly we are implementing these better practices also in the Baltic and trying to introduce our customers with better solutions in terms of rental equipment. And as Andres mentioned, the high performance culture, which is already more than a year in our company. So most position has the star programs and highest performers are rewarded with the highest rewards. So this is working very well in our company, and actually people are aiming to reach better results and actually encouraging each other to increase their performance. So the key is for efficiency and of course of the measurable volumes of sales as well. But we value both quantity and quality, so both are important for us. And the same applies to the technical team. Of course, we value their qualification, their knowledge, but as I mentioned, we invested so much, so they also need to improve their knowledge how to maintain equipment, how to repair equipment. And here it's very important to share knowledge between each other because we have more than 20 product groups and hundreds of suppliers. So each machine works differently and each machine can be repaired differently. So thanks to also to development of artificial intelligence, our people can find the problems sooner and solve them much faster. And but of course, we also pay attention to the quality. So we have implemented 5S Kaizen standardization. This means that workplaces for our mechanics are very well organized and they don't spend half an hour to look for the right tool or right spare parts to finalize their work. So we work here also on both on efficiency and speed of repairing and also, of course, the quality. And here, Andres, I believe you would like
Yes.
to explain about technologies in IT.
Yes, a little bit about some things which we have launched in last 6 months. As I said previously, the main Storent's pillars are people, our team, and of course, it's very important to motivate our teams to do their job, and they need to get also appropriate rewards after they did great job. Of course, we need to invest in products, new products. It's very important to compete with our main competitors on the markets, and we need to find some new good products, maybe to bring something new products to the Baltic markets, which have not been used before on Baltic market. But of course, the third one, it's our IT technologies, and we are still continue to improving them. We are still continue to invest in improving our technologies. We implemented new online rental platform, and of course, we try to educate our customers that they could find everything on our online platform. Especially, this is first of all is a tool to order some equipment. It's very efficient. It's very easy to do. But also, we are providing all informations to our customers. They can get all agreements, all delivery notes, invoices. Actually, they have customers cabinet and customer area where they could find everything what they actually need. And they don't need to call, I don't know, to our accountant or debt controllers to get some invoice. They can go and easily get all informations. Actually, we had this information for many years, but still a lot of our customers, let's say, we need to advertise this functionality much better to educate our customers to be also more efficient. And of course, we will implement it new way how our customers can order equipment. Actually, they still can call our service people, customer service. They can call salespeople, and actually, salespeople, customer service can send quotations, and these quotations our customers will get they can get through the WhatsApp or as a message or email, and actually in this uh, message they will get some link which they can open and already see equipment actually what they need, and they just need, let's say, quickly check and order this equipment. But we are working in the next slides. Baiba, could you show probably? We are working also to implementing artificial intelligence, artificial intelligent agents, and I think we will do one of the first in our industry. Actually, I don't know any rental company at this point of time which is using artificial intelligence agents. We are implemented already for our employees. We are in mode of testing this functionality. Actually, is the future idea, the future way how our employees will work with any systems. It will be like voice message to WhatsApp or some artificial agent. Okay, could you make, for example, reservations for the customers? They need some lifts on the with the high approximately 10 meters, and actually systems automatically artificial intelligence will find available equipment. They will offer this equipment. And they will make a reservation, actually, the artificial intelligence agent. And actually, we are going in two directions. One direction, it's increase efficiency of our employees. They don't need to time to put fill in some information in the systems, and they will be able to use the voice. And actually, you will see if you will come to our presentations, customers days in Latvia on the 17th of September, you will see some real demo with real products, with real customers. And the second way, as this is again communication with our customers, because a lot of our customers still don't want to use online. They don't want to choose some products. Actually, they don't know which product they actually need. And for this reason, we will also implement artificial intelligent agents where our customers can send voice message, text message, or just call and talk. And actually, artificial intelligence agents will be able to provide service to the customers, actually, to find the right equipment for right customers for the needs which customers actually has, and will be able even negotiate the price for specific customers, of course. And after, let's say, these conversations, artificial intelligence will be able to make reservations in our systems. In our systems, we'll send the already prepared reservations through the WhatsApp or message or emails with the links where customers could just open the basket in our online systems and check if he wants or she wants, or just they can prove already during discussions with artificial intelligence agent that, okay, they already approved these reservations, and it will go directly to the customer service for delivery equipment to the customer. Actually, we are working very hard to implement new technologies, especially we are working to implement these technologies and test them before our entering in US market. We see real big opportunity to use this technology in US market.
Mhm. Okay, thank you, Andres, and all bondholders, and of course our customers are welcome next Wednesday to our main rental center in Zoltu, the CL89, to share the joy about the equipment. So there will be also Martin Sasks, and you will be able to compete with him in equipment. So some Bobcat or Manitou, I don't know yet. So, and 1 o'clock there will be investor presentation. I will meet you there and will do excursion through our premises, a rental center and a workshop, technical workshop. So all of our bondholders very welcome to visit us and also to have free meal. So, and now we are heading to the last topic of the presentation, so note holders voting. Last Friday, we announced voting for the two older bond programs. Just a reminder that we have now active three bond programs. So the latest were in this year, April, with 23 million. We have two older bond programs. One is due this year, December, with 10 millions, and another due next year, September, with 8 millions. And we invite the bondholders of two older programs to vote for the terms and conditions. So main idea is to put all the notes under the same terms and conditions which are for the latest bond programs. So votes are accepted from this Friday, 12th of September, till the Friday, 26th of September, so 2 weeks and 1 day. And voting is possible digitally and, of course, also manually. But of course, we prefer the digital since we are focused on the technologies. And for the positive vote, we offer 0.5% additional fee for your time and energy by submitting the note. Here I will explain the main differences in terms conditions for those programs. So the one topic is related to guarantees. So in the previous bond programs, there was guarantee only from the Storent Latvia, the largest subsidiary in the Storent group. In the new program, we offer guarantee also from Storent Lithuania, which is the second largest entity in the Storent group. But the main thing is actually related to strategic context, which Andres already explained, related to U.S. market. So we are very close to finalize M&A deal in USA. And related to covenant calculation, we would like to include the pro forma report in our covenant calculation. So in the newest program, it's already included since the target was already there. But all these programs does not have that. This means that actually if we do the closing by the end of third quarter, we will include the EBITDA for the last 12 months and of course the debt what we took for the buy to buy this company. So actually it reflects more realistic the financial situation of the Storent after this acquisition. So normally it would be included from the date when acquisition is done, but we include the result retrospectively. So this is the main thing, actually, what we want to change. And of course, the financial covenant itself. So right now we have 3.5, but the new previous programs has 3.5. The new program has 4.5, which is benchmark for the industry. And we see that we want to continue with that net debt EBITDA covenant. And equity covenant 30% in the new program. So we also want to have in the previous program the same. So this gives a little bit more flexibilities for us as a company. Then about the auditors. So actually new programs has a condition that we have to do audit only with the Big Four. So that's more stronger governance for the bondholders. And there are some other clarifications in wordings and yeah, and some wordings and yes. So that's that. But actually, in announcement last Friday, we have published all the information, the document with explanation, and also a document where is compared the old program with the new program. So I invite you to read carefully and look what has been changed. But of course, for your convenience, we have prepared also the shorter version. To understand what are the changes between those programs. As I mentioned, votes are accepted from 12 to 26, so you can vote in our webpage by scanning this QR code or just go to storentholding.com and you will find the voting. So it takes 2 minutes. I have tested myself, so works really well if you have digital signature. There is also available the video instruction. So, and of course the help desk line if something goes wrong. Of course, we accept also manual voting. This means you can send by email, digitally signed voting, and of course also the paper format by regular post works as well. And once again, 0.5% for the positive vote from the amount of votes in euros what you are holding. So that's all from our side. Thank you very much for your attention that you spent time to listen about the updates in a Storent group. And of course, thank you for investing in the Storent.
Thank you for the
Yes, thank you.
presentation.
Yeah, thank you everybody for your time and for investing in our bonds.
Thank you. We are now opening the floor for questions. Please submit them in writing through the Q&A window. We'll first start with the pre-submitted questions and then continue with those received during the session. The first question is about the M&A deals, but as we covered this during the presentation, I would suggest we continue with the second one.
Mhm.
So,
Yes.
financial stability for the next 3 years.
Mm, okay, I think people worry about the level of our liabilities. I think so. I think these questions connected to this issue. But as I said previously, and a lot of time mentioned previously, we know what actually we are doing. We are using bonds to increase our equity value. And for us, it's very important to get this growth, to get this momentum for growth, to increase our EBITDA, to enter new markets. And actually, we do not see any problems with financial stability during 3 years. At the end of 2028, actually, when we will need to pay the new bond program payback. Most probably up to this time, we will decide what to do further, or using further the same bonds financing, or most probably we will go with IPO. This is our target, as we said previously. Next step most probably will be IPO to decrease our liabilities and to increase equity. But of course, up to this time, I'm like owners of the company 50% and my partner Eri. Of course, we would like to increase equity of Storent because we still believe it's on too low level. And at this point of time, to go with IPO does not make sense.
Thank you. Trade payables have increased from 5 to 8 million at the end of 2024 to 10.8 million. That's approximately 85% rise. Could you explain the reasons for this increase? And does this indicate any delays in payments to suppliers?
I will take this answer. So there are three main reasons. So one is the seasonality, because at the end of June, of course, our suppliers has increased. And secondly, there is investments and two parts of that. So some of investments we are paying, for example, the 10-month payment schedule. So this means that actually we bought equipment, but we will pay in following 10 months. And the third reason that we are buying directly equipment from the suppliers and then financing them a little bit later,
In
let's
Latvia
say
and
few
banks,
weeks.
yes.
So it just takes a lot of formalities. So that's why they are at the end of June at trade payables. But then we when we finance, they go to interest bearing debt. So that's normal for our.
I would like to add, Baiba, that we have also approximately 60 to 90 days from our suppliers from which we are buying the equipment, and of course we want to use these days. Actually, we have financing with zero interest rate, and of course we are using this and we refinance this equipment only when we need to pay our suppliers. And after that, we need to pay our suppliers, we are selling this equipment to the bank and actually getting back leasings, yes, and paying to the supplier. This is normally and this is the biggest part actually from the growth of trade payables.
Mhm. And in May and in
Nothing,
June.
nothing, nothing happened with delay to the suppliers. We are paying our
Mhm.
suppliers in time.
So only in May and June came quite big, large amounts of investments. Since this year we were able to invest a little bit earlier than last year, but still the investments came a little bit too late. So ideal would be that they come in March, April, so then we are prepared for the season. So 1, 2 months this year it came a little bit too late, but still better than last year.
Thank you. What is the redemption strategy for the 2025 December bond?
I will explain these questions. Actually, if but I believe it would not happen if we would not close the deal in United States. We have 10 millions on our accounts, and we will pay to our bondholder. We do not have any problems to pay this money if the M&A deal would not happen. But if the M&A deal would happen, most probably all our bonds holders and we are like owners of Storent will be very happy to see the results, group results, because we will have significant growth in sales, we will have significant growth in EBITDA, and actually the results of our target in Texas, they are doing also very great jobs. They had growth approximately 20%. In sales and approximately some 10 to 15% in EBITDA. Of course, the dollars became a little bit weaker, and it's a little bit decrease in euros these growth. But anyway, most probably the figures which we had presented previously before our bond issuance of new programs, these figures will be more or less the same after closing of this deal. And if we will close the deal, we will go with the next bond issue on November. Actually, we have plans to refinance existing bonds, but I think taking in account results of Storent Group and taking in account results of United States target, we would not have any problems to refinance these liabilities, these bonds, which we have to pay in December 2025. And yes, one more thing, what I would like to add that most probably we are thinking about the possibility to not only refinance the existing debt, probably to increase a little bit our and use some money from the new programs as well.
So I will add that we have approved the prospectus with 50 million this year, April. So we raised 23 million, and our program allows to raise additionally 27 million. So.
Thank you. What is your view on profitability for the year 2025? Is profitability a key performance indicator for Storent?
I would like to answer these questions. Actually, for Storent, main key indicator is EBITDA. Yes, because this is EBITDA and level of liabilities, because this is two main figures on which depends actually Storent valuation and equity value of Storents. And if we have in our mind idea to go with IPO, we of course focusing mainly on these two figures, EBITDA and liabilities level. Of course, we need try to keep liabilities level as low as possible, but at the same time, we would like to push our EBITDA. Of course, we would like to be profitable, and if we would have acquisitions, we will be definitely profitable. Without M&A USA acquisitions, we will be profitable, but these profitable will be not so significant. This is according to our estimations, which we have today. But this is already expected, and I already said many times that I'm not focusing personally on the profitability at this point of time. For me, most important equity value of the Storent Group. Because next step, as I said, and I will repeat one more time, this is most probably IPO for Storent Group.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I might want to add that actually the profitability among the Storent entities differ quite a lot. So where we are the market leader and stronger in the market, then we have better results. And Nordic countries right now are the lowest performance. So we are looking also on the markets and monitoring the market situation and putting all this together.
Yes, in Latvia we have excellent profit. In Lithuania we will have profit. In Estonia we still will have some losses, but the trend very positive and we are growing every year. Last year we had significant growth, 50%. This year a little bit less, but still we are growing. And of course we have very stable operation, small but stable operation in Sweden. And of course, we are trying to redefine the business actually in Finland to find the right products, to find the right people, to become a profitable. Actually, the biggest losses we are getting from the Finland operation at the moment. But we are still looking for some acquisition in Nordic. We didn't have at this point of time any letter of intent on our table, but we have in mind a couple of companies with whom we are actually discussing at this point of time about the potential acquisitions. One small company in Finland, and of course one bigger company, much bigger company in Sweden. But this is actually we are doing all the time. We are looking for some potential targets in Nordics for the last 2-3 years. It's not so easy to find good companies in these markets. Yes, but we believe, and as I said previously, in a couple of months we will close the deal in United States. Everybody on the same, let's say, boat. Existing owners, we are going to the closing very fast.
Thank you. We are continuing with the next question. At the given moment, the last one that we have received. Can you explain briefly the purpose of the written procedure for 2 out of 3 bonds? What are the quorum requirements for the procedure to pass? Is everyone going to get the amendment fee or only those who vote positively?
I will take this question. So, as I explained already, so the aim is to unify the terms and conditions for all 3 programs. So, we are inviting the 2 older program note holders to vote for the terms and conditions, which are for the newer program. So the quorum, which is required, is 50% of the bondholders in terms of money, amount of bonds held by, and amendments are enforced if 75% of the votes are positive. We believe that bondholders are like a partners for us, so that's why we offer 0.5% fee only for those who vote for the changes, so for the positive vote. So we believe that is win-win situation and also some benefit for the bondholders who support us.
Thank you for providing additional information. All questions have been addressed. That concludes our Q&A session. Participants, thank you for joining us today. We'll be looking forward to meeting you next time.
Thank you again.
Yes. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah.
And all are welcome again on the 17th of September in our rental center to see how we are doing our business. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's a very good idea to come and see because presentations and webinar, it's one thing, but when you will see our real machines and how we are real operating and what we are real doing with technologies, it's a little bit different than just listen what I'm saying to you during the webinar. Of course, everybody welcome, and it will be very nice event. I would like to say again, thank you very much for all bondholders, and thank you for your investment. Actually, without you, we would not be able to go and to implement our strategy and we would not be able to develop the company and go further to be most innovative and most in nearest future most profitable rental company. Thank you very much.